We are reconnecting you now.
Uh, okay. I can see that we're going to have some problems tonight, technical difficulties, and I know it ain't right, but we still take flight. It's going to be okay, so just calm down. We're going to do it this way. My name is Sun752. This is Daily Go Getter Business, so and it's for you. And we going to do what we came to do to get done. Yo, my name is Sun. And tonight, we're talking about the reason people ain't the same around everybody. You know how we praise people for being so consistently similar around everybody. Like one thing you can always say about such and such, they are the same with them as they are about them. And it gives you a feeling that a person is fair, that like they treat everybody fairly. They pretty much are themselves. They are very self-aware of who they are and the way that they do things and the way that they display, portray themselves and all that kind of stuff. And we like that. We like to know what we're going to be getting on a daily basis from a person. We don't want people to be sometimey with us. We don't want people to be like I don't know. It's sort of like a box of chocolate. I don't know what I might get or what I might got. Yo, but I'm going to keep it like this, and I'm going to make sure that I make me a little list of people that I know that be acting the same, but I know the ones that be real and kick game, but yeah, sort of like that. We praise people for knowing that they are going to be the same. Like when you see them in the streets or in a place, you know that they're going to speak. They spoke yesterday, so they're going to speak the same way today. No two-face, no sometimey type of action. We going to be okay. And if not, we break backs when we see. Well, let's get into it. Urban Therapy with Sun752. And this your daily. The Daily Go Getter Business Show. We do this every single day. It rains. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains, and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getter Business Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Here on the Daily Go Getter Business Show, we are talking about us. We are talking about the reason people ain't the same around everybody. Like I said, we praise people. We thank people. We acknowledge people for always being the same when you see them. Like the same energy that they gave me before is the same energy they gave me now. And when I see them around other people, that they treat them basically the same way that they treated me. And we like that. We like the consistency. But is it right? Is it correct? Why do we feel the need to act the same way, be the same way around one as we do with everybody else? Is it even possible for us to do that? We're going to take a little look into whether that's even a possibility, or is that just something that we say? Are we speaking in general when we say that we're the same around everybody, or we always keep it 100, things like that? We talk about keeping it 100. In other words, we mean that we're always honest, candid, truthful, revealing, transparent. But are we the same around everybody as we are? Or do we just speak from our point of view, our witness accounts, our perspective about that, even when we're talking about ourselves? There's a certain amount of integrity that we are speaking about when we talk about being the same around everybody. Sometimes when we're talking about being the same around everybody, it's not always a positive thing. Like, yo, he is an asshole around them. He's an asshole around me. He's an asshole around even his mama and his daddy and his even granddad. Yeah. So it's not always positive, but at least you know what to expect. And people like to know what to expect about the people that they have to interact with. They want to be sure that when they open a Snickers bar, that there's going to be a Snickers in there, not a Milky Way. Like, yo, it ain't no nuts. Plus, this nougat that's in here ain't nougaty. It's kind of chocolatey. This is a Milky Way. This ain't no Snickers. The nougat in the Snickers is light skin. The nougat inside of a Milky Way is dark skin. Look, it's chocolatey. The caramel ain't the same in a Milky Way as it is with a Snickers. And where them peanuts? Where them peanuts? I ain't got no nut allergy. Where them peanuts? Where them? Somebody packaged it wrong. But anyway, what's going on, y'all? Let me shout out my people's Carol Chamber. Let me friend me, Favorita. Thanks for coming on through. And Stacy White, I see you coming on through when I peeped you. Oh, yes, see you too. And my brother from another mother, Norris, still sit back, relax, do your thing, Max, and chill. And T. Carry, right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getterism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like a real man, like real men and real women should also. So we talk about the reason people ain't the same around everybody. You don't have to be the same around everybody. One of the reasons that I would say that you don't have to be the same around everybody is because everybody doesn't give you the same energy as somebody else does. If somebody gives you very positive energy, I think that you at least owe them the fairness of being positive around them. If somebody gives you consistent negative energy, I think that maybe you should give them a good first chance to find out what's going on with them, because they could be having a bad day. But if they continue to disrespect you, if they continue to try to harm you, if they continue to keep putting you in uncomfortable situations, I think that you have the right to return that energy, or even more aggressive, more negative energy. I'm not even sure if I would look at that energy as being negative, because I mean, come on, they was coming at your neck. You say hi to them, and they don't greet you with a necessary hi, hello, or whatever. It's like, oh, you don't want to speak? When was the last time you had to say to somebody, oh, you too good to speak? You know how we black people are. I'm like, wait a minute. You know how we get when we speak to somebody who does not respect or return that verbal communication. I need a verbal response. Don't give me a head nod if I give you a whole hello. Hey, how you doing? What? I know you didn't just dish me. I know you didn't just dish. Why you dishing? You trying to dish? You too good to speak? Oh, yeah? All right. I don't care what kind of day you're having. You can give out a hello. You can give that out. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. So yeah. So in situations like that, why would you be the same? Why would you be the same around somebody that affects you negatively, and who may even put you on notice or creates a dangerous feeling situation for you or atmosphere for you? Why would you be the same with them as you are around people who make you feel safe, secure, comfortable, welcome, free? Why would you treat somebody who mistreats you? Why would you treat them well, the same way that you treated somebody who treats you very well? Do you owe somebody that? Do you owe the general public consistency regardless of the situations? Carol Chamberlain says today, she had to ask somebody today, you too good to speak? You know what I mean? Your voice box messed up or something? You know what I mean? Can't speak to nobody? Ya mean? Cat got your tongue? Ya mean? You ain't hear me speak to you? You ain't see me wave? Ya mean? You know? It ain't cool. It ain't cool to not return a hello when somebody has said hello to you and your parents ain't teach you that. Come on, man. I know they at least gave you that much home training. I'm going to gamble and say that they at least gave you that much. Stacey White says, I'm not the same with everybody. God shows me who you are. I can understand that. I'm not the same with everybody either, but a lot of people don't know that. They think that I'm the same because I'm around them. And that's a question that I have. If you're not around a person all the time, how do you know that they're the same around everybody? You know, it could be you may know them in a setting where it's conducive to them being or acting the same or having a blueprint of personality consistently. You don't know what they're like in private. How many people do we know what their behavior is, what their tendencies are, what their demeanor is in private? How do we know? How do we know how a person is? You know how you know how you meet somebody at work and they are a certain personality type at work? Like let's say they are OCD. Let's say that they are very organized and structured and definitely type A personality type. And we will say something like, I know that they are trouble at home. I know that they probably always want blah, 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 blah. But how do we know that? We don't know how they are at home. They may have a switch that they turn on when they go to work. And then at home, they might be totally different. Like somebody might keep their desk very neat at work. And then at home, that place might be a mess. Don't they say that people who are the best dressed normally have the messiest rooms because their clothes all over the place and all that stuff? But when they out in the world, they look, you know, what they say, dressed to the nines and all of that kind of stuff. Oh, man. They be out there showing out, showing up, showing off. Now I don't know. Normally, I would suffice to say that people who keep their desk very organized, neat, like I would probably bet that they are like that consistently because it's hard to fake that type of OCD. It's kind of hard to consistently fake that type of structure because your mind has to work a certain type of way and it doesn't normally turn off. But just because you think in a very linear fashion, just because you're very structured, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are a nice person, a kind person. It doesn't even mean that you always show up on time. I knew a brother that was very inconsistent. Like, as far as time was concerned, he was never on time for anything. But if you looked at his desk, if you looked at his dresser at home, organized, cologne here, combs here, brushes here, other knickknacks and stuff. Whatever went on that dresser, I was like, wow. It was almost like everything was labeled. Everything had its proper place. But he couldn't make it on time to an appointment to save his life. Couldn't do it. Maybe one thing doesn't have anything to do with the other, but I'm thinking that structure means structure. So you're late for appointments every time. Very laissez-faire when it comes to appointments, keeping appointments. But if I look in your kitchen cabinet, I'll see all of the rice here, all of the canned goods here, labeled. No, you're not going to see stewed tomatoes on top of string beans mixed in with the canned potatoes. No, you're not gonna see that. Everything has its own lane, its own space. It's even stacked a certain type of way. You even rotate the items in your cabinet. But boom, you late for work again. What we doing? Late for work again. Again. So the reason that we ain't the same around everybody is because everybody doesn't give us the same things to work with, dealing with them. You ever know anybody that curses like a sailor, but they won't curse around their parents, and especially around their grandparents? Honestly, I think it's a little weird when I hear people curse around their parents all crazy. It's like, I don't know. For me, that ain't working. But I'm not everybody, and I can't tell everybody how their family is set up, how to be raised, how to present yourself. I can't tell you that. But I have known people that are potty mouthed crazy along, with their friends, even at work. But when their mama and daddy are around, like, they won't even say as much as damn. They ain't the same around everybody. They're fronting. Why aren't you fronting? Why aren't you fronting? Do you know that you got a potty mouth? Why aren't you cursing right now? Because your mama around, your daddy, your nana, your papa. Oh, okay, I see what this is. You like Eddie Haskell. You know, Eddie Haskell from Leave It to Beaver. Around the Haskell, around the Cleaver family. You know, the parents, the Ward, the Gene Cleaver. You are nice, you are respectful. You display a high level of home training. But as soon as they are out of the scene of the TV show, around the Beaver in Wally, you are a beast, a bully, you're rude, obnoxious. Okay, I see how you play, Chico. Okay, I see how you play. No big deal. I'm not gonna make a lot of judgments of you, but I see how you play. You're not the same around everybody. I get it. You don't have to be. Would I be the same around my girl, my wife, my fiance, as I am around my boys? I don't know. There may be some consistency of my personality, but yeah, you're going to see some differences. I'm probably going to be a little bit warmer, a more affectionate when I'm around my John than I am around my boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that my girl isn't my friend, but it's like, yeah, it's not the same. Difference between male and female energy. The difference between have you ever seen how a group of men act when they are around each other and then a woman comes around them? You notice the energy in the whole place changes. You know, she then came through a monkey wrench and they little testosterone filled energy. Now it's like they're either battling for position, for her attention, or everybody is trying to one up each other, which is still looking for her attention. Carol Chamberlain says, some people weren't raised the same way. That's right. And she also says, I'm the same way every day. You get what you give. Okay. Hill says, Stacy, I agree. When I ignore what I see, I always play myself. Interesting. Stacy White says, I can't, Omar. I'm organized in the public and I'm organized at home. Less depression kick in. Okay. No, it says, I read somewhere that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. I don't know. That you might have to look a little deeper into that, because what does double-minded mean? No, it also says, we all have the right to change our minds. Just don't be phony with it. Phony, that's another word that's very subjective, very perspective driven. Because what is phony versus what is real when you're talking about with somebody else? It's normally from our perspective. We make our own determination about what we consider something to be authentic and something to be artificial in a person, especially in their personality. I gave up on it a while back. I've determined that everybody is real. Because if it wasn't real, then they couldn't do it. If it wasn't real, I couldn't witness it. I may not agree with it. I may not like it. I may actually have no appreciation for it or detest it, but it's real. Like, yes, you will follow wherever the money is or wherever the pussy is. But that's real to you. At least I know. Now, you're not my cup of tea, but you're real because you do that consistently. I already know that you are something like Don King with it. Whoever is winning is who you're promoting. You ain't winning, I ain't promoting you. You ain't putting asses in them seats, I ain't promoting you. You ain't making people pay for that pay-per-view, I ain't promoting you. I don't care how good you are. Has nothing to do with it. Who can bring in this money? That's who I'm going with. So I will promote my fighter. Yeah, he's the greatest in the world, blah, 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 blah. But if he loses that night, you're going to see me with my arm around the new champ. And that's who I'm promoting next. That's what it is. You don't like it? Seems phony to you? Well, it was business when you signed the contract with me, wasn't it? Why would you think it was any different when I get somebody else to sign the contract? It's real. You just don't like it. It's real. Very real. Yeah, I'm tired of being mad at motherfuckers. I just remove myself from people that I can't deal with. Let somebody else be upset about whether they real or fake. I don't. They real to me. Real stupid, real inconsistent, real a whole lot of things, but that's what they are authentically to me. Okay. Carol Chamberlain says, cursing around your parents is disrespectful, in my opinion. I'm with you. Narcel says, to thine own self be true. My big sis, Robbie Ming, here to do a thing, something like a queen for a king. And KL, Karen Lennox. What's going on? Good to see me some you. All right. Yeah, the reason people ain't the same around everybody. Like, do we handle kids? Do we handle children and adults the same way? Probably not. It probably wouldn't be smart to do that. We know that children are growing and they're very impressionable. So the things that we may the things that we may joke about and talk about and express ourselves about with grown-ups may not be the things that we would do around children, because we know that their brains haven't been developed, and their experiences haven't been vast enough to understand where certain jokes are coming from, and where and how the end game of certain subject matter plays out. We know that. Some adults don't know that, though. So they talk the same way, or let children hear conversations that they are having that they shouldn't hear. A child is only going to process that information up to their age and maturity level. So the way they process that information is how they're going to draw a conclusion about that information. It's going to be very different from somebody who has lived 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Very different. The way that we see the beginning of things and the ending of things as an adult is very different than how we see it as a child. As a child, we think that there are endings to everything. As we get older, we realize how things just go on and 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 on until the pulse stops, the breathing ceases, and they put you in the box after closing your eyes like that. Beep, 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 yeah. Our wisdom, our maturity, experience, and wisdom as we gain more and more years lets us know that, oh, yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same. A child doesn't know that. They really think that, no. Everything I'm experiencing is brand new. It wasn't like this before. We the new generation. 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 Tupac fans. One thing about Tupac, one thing that people loved about Tupac and seem to still love about Tupac, he really seemed to have represented what was going on right there at that time, as if it was different than any other time. And it wasn't. But he made people believe. Donald Trump did the same thing for 4 years straight. He made people believe that he was delivering something different. But he just rebranded and repackaged a bunch of chaos and dysfunction. Now they're in court about that right now. So being the same around everybody is not necessary. What is necessary is to understand who your audience is and how you affect them, and to responsibly respond to that in an effective way. That's what's more important. In the Muslim way of life, in the Muslim faith, in the Islamic faith, a man can have more than one wife, but he's supposed to treat each wife exactly the same. There is no bottom bitch. There is no number one. They're all the same. You buy one a new car, you got to buy the other one a new car, or the other one's a new car. Some people say that you have to buy them the same car. You can't buy one a Benz and then buy the other one a Maxima. Can't do it. Ain't fair. If you can't afford to buy two Benzes, then nobody gets a Benz. Buy them both Dodge Neons. 1995 Dodge Neons. Twins. Yeah, you can give them the turbo ones. Turbo Neon. Go ahead. What? The expectation is that if you're going to play this game, You said that you are financially able to take on more than one wife. All right, you're going to have to be financially able to do it, but you're also going to have to be mentally and emotionally able to accomplish that task. So you can't be smacking up one and disrespecting one and abusing one, and the other one is like, yeah, you is my piece. You my piece. You my piece. I treat you good. Nope, can't do it. Allah says if you do that, you going straight to the hellfire. Out, out, out. Can't do it. You can't do it. You know that there probably ain't a man with multiple wives that follows that to the letter. You know it. It ain't possible. Both wives, both women aren't giving you the same energy. More than likely, you got a second wife or third wife because maybe your first or second wife could not produce children. You know, if one can't produce a child and the other one can produce a child, then the one is not giving you the same energy as the other one is. How are you going to be expected to treat both of them the same when emotionally and mentally they're not the same? You're totally leaving behind this the financial or commercial realm, the material world. Forget about that. Yeah, I can buy you a Gucci bag. I can buy the other one a Gucci bag too. Forget about that. Can I call this one sweetheart and the other one sweetheart and they respond to sweetheart the same way? Or is it like, if you're going to call me sweetheart, if you're going to call her sweetheart, I need you to call me baby. I'm not your sweetheart. She is. I'm your baby. Like, even she don't want the exact same energy. So why would you be the same with both of them? I mean, a lot of people in polyamorous or polygamous relationships, they try to make it seem like, yo, it is all good. It's the panacea of relationships. Here we are in utopia. Here we are in utopia where the sky. Shout out to Natalie Cole and Peaceful Living. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, everybody doesn't even want to be treated the same. They want exclusivity, and I can't blame them. But contradictory to that consistency, we also want to make sure that we get fair and equal treatment as long as it's good. Don't be abusing me and hurting me and making me uncomfortable while you make somebody else feel good and comfortable and safe. That ain't right. That ain't right. Surely, sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on, ma? Narso says, if my baby don't love no more, I know her sister will, from the song Red House by Jimi Hendrix. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, yeah. If my baby don't love me no more. I hear that. You know, we want to make sure that we are able to keep our expectations of people's personalities consistent. That's what we really want. But it comes out like we want you to treat everybody the same. You know, one thing that always, I don't know, One thing that always raised my eyebrows is when I hear people say, I ain't no better than nobody else. I'm just this, I'm just that. And I'm like, I must have been raised arrogant as hell. Because I'm like, yeah, I am better than some people. I can point them out. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm as good as anybody else. I don't give a, I'm not asking for your permission to think that way or say that. What you think this is? I understand when you're trying to disarm somebody and let them know, no, my ego is in check. My humility is here. I'm not any better than you. You're no better than me. And, we're all God's children. All right, I get all of that. For diplomatic relations, I get it. But even your own parents, if they cared about you, if they raised you right, they told you that you were special, that you were smart, that you were exclusive, that there was something, that you had gifts that God gave you that they didn't give anybody else, and that you could use those gifts to your advantage for the rest of your life. Your parents taught you that you were special. They didn't teach you that you wasn't better than nobody else. What kind of parent would? What the hell? What the hell? Well, yeah, some parents may have, hauled off and told you that, like, if you started acting spoiled or something, you ain't better than nobody else. You ain't special. My big sisters used to always tell me I wasn't special. I used to be like, man, I got both of y'all uptight. Fuck out of here. I am so special. Y'all only saying I'm not special because I don't get to watch the TV. I'm third in line when it comes to what TV shows. I ain't got no pull. I don't have any age rank. But mommy and daddy like me better than both of y'all. Y'all corny. Look at this brand new dart gun. You know the dart gun that used to have the little suction cups on the end of them. So, boop. Boop. Look, I shot my boy in the forehead. Boop. Oh, look, it's stuck on his forehead. Danish. Yeah. No, it says, I like the saying, we all have the same 24 hours. I can get with that. I can. I agree. Mazel tov. Bravo. But yeah, the reason that people ain't the same with everybody ain't the same with us. How are you going to be the same with everybody when everybody is not the same with you? The real question is, why are you ashamed or concerned that somebody isn't the same with everybody? Now, look, I know that we all know stories about serial killers and predators and rapists and all that kind of stuff who put on a good face around certain people, but then they were monsters behind closed doors. I get that. But those are extreme examples. I mean, if you kill people on the low, I find it hard to believe that nobody suspected you of any violent behavior. Like, you could be violent. First of all, killing a person with your bare hands ain't an easy thing to do. People don't just die. This ain't an episode of Matlock or Columbo or what are those other shows where people used to get killed and you ain't see no blood or the gore that was associated with it. Like, oh my God. So you kill people, it's a mess. A mess. I don't see how people clean up after a murder. I'll be like, man, it'd be blood everywhere. You know how hard it is to clean up blood? Carol says, everyone does not deserve the same energy. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Carol. Everybody does not deserve the same energy. No, they don't. Everybody doesn't deserve the same energy. No, they don't. Everybody can't even handle it. Shoot, to be honest with you, some people don't even like all that positive stuff. They think that that's fake. All of that Edith Bunker energy. Don't nobody want that rose-colored glasses energy. Cuss at me. I need that pimp slap, push me down, drag me by the hair, caveman energy. Pimp slap and caveman style energy. Yeah. He clubbed me upside my head. Yeah. He grabbed me by my hair. But where did he drag me? Home. That's where. He ain't drag your ass home. He ain't hit you upside your head. You know why? Because you ain't worthy. You ain't worthy of being clubbed upside the head and dragged home. That man hit me upside my head. He grabbed my hair. Oh, he couldn't grab you by your hair because you bald-headed. You bald-headed. He would have had to grab you by your shoulders. He wasn't with all of that. You know, because cavemen don't be having clothes like that. He ain't trying to drag you like that. He was able to drag me by my hair. He took me back to the cave, and he got busy on me. Caveman style. Cro-Magnon man style. You don't know nothing about that Cro-Magnon. You don't know nothing about that Ice Age. That Ice Age loving. What? What? What you gonna do with my clubbing? I'm crazy about yours. All right. Carol says, okay. I get the point. Stacey White says, you could be a heartbreaker and kill somebody or drive somebody insane. Yeah. No, it says, I remember a guy I used to drink with that thought he was straight. Oh, that I thought was straight laced until I saw him on the news getting arrested for robbery. What you gonna do with my club? You coming home with me. That's right. Look at me. I'm getting dragged home. I wish I was home. I wish I was in a place where there's love and understanding. I wish I was at home. I wish I was back there. Oh, I'm sorry. Where love is overflowing. My bad. All right. Listen, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Somebody unsubscribe to the channel. So we need 14 more. We need 14 more subscribers now. Somebody must have heard me say it. They said, I'm unsubscribing. You know what I mean? You're going to have to struggle. You got to struggle. You got to struggle, oh. Hey, oh, you got to struggle. Life is a struggle. Stacey White said, that is so crazy. Nah. Karen says, you're messing up the song. You just mad because he dragged me by my hair home and you ain't got no hair to get dragged. So you don't get to be in nobody. You don't get to be in no caveman home. See, I got hair that's so long that even a caveman could do it. You too bald-headed to make it back to the cave. Matter of fact, you got to go back to Africa. Ha ha. How's it feel to be the original man now, Keisha? Yeah, you the original man. Meanwhile, I'm back here at the cave learning how to make fire. What? After I make this fire, you ever see that movie Quest for Fire? No words in the movie. Straight caveman. Yo, I hate it. Anyway. After I learn how to make this fire, let me know if you want a Bronto burger. Wilma and Fred are coming over for dinner. All right. Carol says, you got hair now. No, that was my girl voice. Sorry if it wasn't high enough. Bald head. Bottom line is he different with her in the cave than he is with you out here in these streets. You too bald-headed to be able to get back to the cave. TK right says you better stop before Jada Pinkett emerges from the shadows. Let Will come over here. Will got knocked up. I'd be like, look, Will, I know you from Philly and all of that, but I'm about to knock you over into the main line. Yeah. He got knocked all the way to Ardmore. He's like, yo, I mean, this is a nice area, but I'm supposed to be on the other side of City Line Avenue. Here I am at the FC Kerbeck dealership. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 22nd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Antoinette Smith grew up right around the corner from me. You know what I'm saying? My people's Antoinette Smith turning 56 years old today. Nettie Antoinette. And also Johnson Renee Sharita turning 41 years old today. And Lafayette. Yeah. Lafayette. Okay. Melancholy? Wow. That's an interesting way to spell it. Happy birthday to you. And also my girl, Sarah V.A. turning 43 years old today. And Maisha Potts turning 44 years old today. And Kimberly Mitchell turning 51 years old today. And Kathleen Beard, happy birthday to you. And also go-getter Kanisha Denham, happy birthday to you. And Travis Winters, happy birthday to you. And my girl Sarah Hall from Penn State turning 49 years old today. And last but not least, my girl, 100% old head and go-getter Kim Thomas turning 60 years old today, the big 60. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious June 22nd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead, turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out. Rock on it, do the damn, rock out. Rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen. You can try to be the same around everybody, but that's a tall order. And those expectations often come from people who don't even have your best interests at heart. Yes, they want you to be there for their own convenience, but they're not really taking into consideration that they're probably not all that consistent when it comes to dealing with certain people because everybody doesn't give them the same energy. So why should you be expected to have your standards raised above everybody else? You ain't nobody special. Actually, you are. You are special, you are unique, you are exclusive, but you also have a choice to be whoever and however you need to be around whoever your audience is. So I represent that or do whatever you want to do. All right, we will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. I appreciate y'all coming through. I hope y'all enjoy listening to the show as much as I enjoy broadcasting it. Peace to my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. All right, so with that being said, Blog Talk, let me get you on up out of here. Oh, yes, you're here. All right.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace.